भूतगणादिसेवितं कपित्तजम्बूफलसारभक्षितम् उमासुतं शोकविनाशकारणं नमामि विघ्नेश्वरा पादपङ्कजं या कुण्डेन्दुतुषारहारधवला या शुभ्रवस्त्रावृता या वीणावरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युतशङ्करप्रभृतिभिः देवैः सदा पूजिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती निशेषजाड्यापः त्वामेव माताश्च पिता त्वमेव त्वामेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव त्वामेव विद्या द्रविडं त्वमेव त्वामेव सर्वं मम देव देव त्वामेव सर्वं मम देव देव.
Namaste children, welcome to the last session of the Bhagavad Gita in this summer camp. So far, we have learned shlokas 1 to 19. I am sure you have revised them all. In the previous session, we learned shlokas 17, 18 and 19, where Lord Krishna explained to Arjuna that our souls are imperishable and not affected by anything. Today, we will begin by chanting shlokas 17, 18 and 19. Then we will learn one new shloka, the 20th one. Ready to begin for today? Please chant shlokas 17, 18 and 19 along with me. Avinashi tu tadvidhi yena sarvamidam tatam vinashamavyyasyasya na kaschit kartumarhati antavanta ime dehaha nityasyoktah sharirinaha anashino prameyasya tasmadyudhyasva bharata ya enam vetti hantaram yaschainam manyate hatam ubhau tau na vijanitah nayam hanti na hanyate. Let us move on to learning the new shloka. The 20th shloka is the longer shloka. You will now be familiar with this tune. We shall now start with the 20th shloka. I will first chant the full shloka and then part by part, where you will repeat after me. न जायते म्रियते वा कदाचित् नायं भूत्वा भविता वा न भूयः अजो नित्यः शाश्वतोऽयं पुराणः न हन्यते हन्यमाने शरीरे. न जायते न जायते न जायते म्रियते वा कदाचित् म्रियते वा कदाचित् म्रियते वा कदाचित् नायं भूत्वा नायं भूत्वा नायं भूत्वा भविता वा न भूयः भविता वा न भूयः भविता वा न भूयः अजो नित्यः अजो नित्यः अजो नित्यः शाश्वतोऽयं पुराणः शाश्वतोऽयं पुराणः शाश्वतोऽयं पुराणः न हन्यते न हन्यते न हन्यते हन्यमाने शरीरे हन्यमाने शरीरे हन्यमाने शरीरे. Now that we have come towards the end of the journey of this summer camp, let us understand the deeper significance of the Bhagavad Gita. We started the sessions on YouTube by observing Krishna and Arjuna on the chariot ready to fight the Mahabharata on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. The word Kurukshetra in Sanskrit means the field of action. In this context, it is referring to the world around us because we are all always engaged in some form of action or the other. Arjuna is representative of our own selves. At times, when we are going through the field of action, we tend to break down, and at those points of time, we need to look up to the higher intellect inside ourselves, represented by Krishna, who is the charioteer of the chariot, which is our own body. The Bhagavad Gita has so much deep significance over here. We are all fighting the Mahabharata within ourselves every single day. We have so many elements in ourselves, our anger, jealousy, ego, which seem like very close friends and relatives and ourselves, and at times we don't want to let them go. We don't want to fight them. But we always need to do the right thing, listen to Krishna, fight our battles and get rid of all the negatives within us on a regular basis. Just as the charioteer Lord Krishna is guiding the chariot with the reins and the 5 horses guiding Arjuna in the battle. Similarly, if we surrender to Lord Krishna within ourselves and listen to our higher intellect, He will take the reins of our mind, guide the horses which are our senses, and take us in a purposeful direction in life. The last shloka of the Bhagavad Gita ends up by saying, wherever there is Lord Krishna and wherever there is Arjuna, there will always be victory. And therefore, it is our duty to be an ideal student like Arjuna. On this note, children, we've had a wonderful journey so far. Before we wind up, let's keep this message in mind and look at some action points. So far, we have learnt 20 shlokas, and I would like all of you to learn those 20 shlokas thoroughly and practice them as much as possible. Most importantly, children, we'll be having a quiz now. Now for the quiz. The first question for your quiz competition is, what is the Sanskrit word used for as if smiling in shloka number 10? Your options are on the screen. A. Tamuvacha, B. Vachaha, C. Prahasanniva, D. Bharata. And now for the second question. When does Krishna start instructing Arjuna? The options are A. When Arjuna gives excuses, B. When he is full of sorrow, C. When he is silent, and D. When he surrenders to Lord Krishna. Note: to earn a summer camp certificate, take up the quiz in the form given below. Okay, children? Happy learning. Bye. Thank you.
Children, welcome back to Sindhi Model School Summer Camp. I am Sabita and we are going to do our craft session today. We've come to the final session of our summer camp. I hope you all are enjoy watching this summer camp sessions. I'm Sabita and we are going to do, what is it today? We are going to do fluttering butterfly. Yes, let's look into the materials required. Set of color sheets, scale, pencil, any object which is thinner than a pencil. I got this skewer, cellophane tape, your color sketches, scissors and glue. Now let's go on to the making of a butterfly. Now take a color sheet. Yes, just cut it into half and then fold it like this. Take your scale. From the center, measure around 2.5 centimeters. Yes, from the folded side, 2.5 centimeters. Just draw a line lightly. Yes, after this, what you will do is connect these two lines. Now, this part you have to draw your butterfly. Let me draw the outline using a pencil. Later, you can color it. Quite a big butterfly. Yes, like this. And the proboscis will come here. Understood? Now what we are going to do is, we are going to cut the outlines. Let me cut it. Be careful while cutting because you will be using sharp scissors. Yes. You will cut it and only then color the butterfly. Yes, otherwise you will tend to make any mistake while coloring. Give wonderful color combinations for your butterfly to look more pretty. Yes. Now you have this. Open it. If you see, you will have two sides with a small rectangle in between. Now what you are going to do is, you will be coloring the upper part of the butterfly. So open it out. Fold it the other side. Got it? Open it. Fold it the other side. And now, using your scale, wherever this proboscis starts, hold your scale and give a press like this so that it doesn't tear off. Got it? Now when you're opening it out, you will find your butterfly like this. Yes? Now what we are going to do is, we are going to color this butterfly. Let me start coloring this butterfly. Be careful at the edges of the wings of the butterfly so that you don't do any mistakes. Now color this carefully so that you don't. Now draw some nice designs inside the butterfly. Now your butterfly is almost ready. Yes, your butterfly is almost ready now. Complete this. Yes, now keep this aside. Now what you do is, take a strip of paper. Yes, any two colors. So I've taken blue and brown. Now for one color, use this pencil and roll it. Okay, this is how you roll it, and at the end you can glue it up. Glue it at the end. I'll show you. Glue it up at the end. Now remove the pencil. Now yes, take your skewer which is thinner than the pencil and see how I'm rolling it now. Yes, roll it. Be careful while rolling it. Apply little glue and seal it off. Yes, remove the skewers. Make sure that your blue color, the thinner one, goes inside the bigger one. Yes, now can you see? It can move about. Now what you do is take the thinner one, the blue one, and cut the edges like this. Cut the edges exactly at the center. Yes, now make sure it doesn't tear off. Now what we are going to do is hold the butterfly over here and we are going to seal it with the cellophane tape now. Now this is how we are going to seal the thin strip using cellophane tape. Yes. Now the other one, this one again, cut it over here at the end, and then this slit has to be bigger than the blue one. Understood? And remember, this brown paper roll should be smaller than the blue one. Now you will be able to see when I am doing it. Be very careful while inserting it. Now insert this carefully inside the bigger one. Yes, be careful while inserting, and this paper slit, this paper and the slit should be equally going inside. See? Yes. Now your butterfly is almost ready to open out its wings. Yes. Shall we see? Now see how beautifully it's opening its butterfly wings. Again, if you do this under the fan or when the wind is blowing gently, it will look very real. Can you see how it is? Isn't it looking awesome? Now, remember in the first summer session, we did the carnation flowers. Now what you can do is, you can play with the seeds. The butterfly is fluttering and coming out for nectar. Yes, see? Isn't it nice, funny? You can do it near the real flowers also in your garden, or see how so pretty. And you can later keep it inside your flower. Yes, children, did you all enjoy watching this? Stay home, stay safe, enjoy doing all these crafts. Thank you, children.
Namaste children. Now let's move on to the quiz time on art. Yes. Now the first question is, name the only fruit that was drawn using numbers. Options are banana, cherry, apple, watermelon. I repeat, name the only fruit that was drawn using numbers. Options are banana, cherry, apple, watermelon. The next question is, We drew cocktail decoratives for which number? Option A 5, option B 6, option C 7, option D 4. We drew cocktail decoratives for which number? Option A 5, option B 6, option C 7, option D 4. Now to earn summer camp certificate, take up the quiz given in the form given below. Enjoy children, thank you.
Namaste children, welcome to Sindhi Model Summer Camp. This is Padmavati of Maths Department, going to make calculation easier, faster and quicker through Vedic Maths. Hope everyone are doing good. Children, in the last 3 sessions we have learned about addition, subtraction and multiplication technique. In today's session we are going to learn about the division technique. Before learning the technique, first we will do our traditional method of division. So, division is a process of sharing or dividing into equal groups. The number to be divided is called the dividend. The number divided by is called the divisor. The answer is the quotient. And the number left in the end after division is remainder. So, all these terms you know. So first what we will do, first we will take this 11 and we have to see how many times it goes in 85. So, 7 times 77, then you have to subtract, you will get 84, then again 7 times 77, then subtract 73. Now how many times? 6 times, so 66, you will get the remainder 7. So this is a very big process, so many steps are there, so we can reduce these steps through Vedic Maths. Now we are going to learn the first technique, division by 9. See this much big number, we are going to divide by 9. So first we arrange the dividend like this with a space between them. Then drop the first number 2. Then add this 2 with the next number in the dividend. So next number in the dividend is 0. Then 0, drop, you have to add. So 0 plus 2 will become 2. Then 2 plus next number 3. 2 plus 3 is 5. Then 5 plus 0, 5. Then 5 plus 1, 6. 6 plus 0, 6. So the last number will be your remainder part. So this number is your quotient. So quotient is 22,556. Children, did you understand? Now we will see one sum for practice. 31,032 divided by 9. So what is the first step? You have to arrange the dividend, the space between them. Then drop the 3 in the answer part. Then you have to add 3 with the next number in the dividend. That is 1. 3 plus 1 will become 4. Then 4 plus 0, 4. 4 plus 3, 7. 7 plus 2, 9. So here 9 is the remainder. The divisor is 9. So 9 by 9, what you will get? You will get 1. So that you have to add with the quotient. The remainder will be 0. Children, did you understand? Next we will see the second technique, division by 11. The same, first arrange the dividend with the space between them. Then drop 1 first. Here you should subtract. Here 2 minus 1 is 1. 3 minus 1 is 2. 4 minus 2 is 2. 5 minus 2 is 3. So 3 is the remainder. 1123 is your quotient. Then sum for practice, 2468 divided by 11. So first you have to arrange the numbers, the space between them. Then drop the 2 in the answer. Then 4 minus 2 is 2. 6 minus 2 is 4. Then 8 minus 4 is 4. So 4 will be your remainder. 224 is your quotient. Children, see how easy it is. Now technique 3, division concepts with 5. So 5 can be written as 10 by 2 or 100 by 2 or 1000 by 2. Is it not? Now we are going to divide. So here instead of 5 we are writing 10 by 2. In fraction division, first we will change the sign into multiplication and we will reciprocal the number, that is the divisor, is it not? So First you multiply 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4, 2 threes are 6, 2 fours are 8 by 10. So dividing by 10 means you have to keep decimal point leaving one number, is it not? Here. If there are 2 zeros means, so after 2 numbers here you will keep. Okay, next example, 10 by, same by 5, 10 by 2. So again reciprocal, it will become 2 by 10. Here you are going to multiply this number by 2. So write 5 into 2 is 10, 8 into 2 is 16, 6 into 2 is 12, 9 into 2 is 18, 6 into 2 is 12. Then why I have put this slash means in order to differentiate the number, because these are having the carry numbers. So now I am going to introduce a new rule, that is balancing rule. First you have to drop this 2 and carry this 1 to 18. Then it will become 19. Drop 9 and then carry 1 to 12. So it will become 13. Drop 3. Now it will become 17. Drop 7. Now it will become 11. So by 10, starting from the right side, you have to leave one number and place the decimal point here. Now next sum, we are going to divide by 50. 50 can be written as 100 by 2. So into, the division symbol will change into multiplication and reciprocal the number. So first you have to multiply by 2 and then you have to divide by 100. So multiplication by 2. 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4, 2 threes are 6, 2 fours are 8. Here 5 into 2 you will get 10. So here carry number is a, so you have to add this 1 with this 8, so it will become 9. So 24690 divided by 100. So 2 zeros, starting from the right, leave 2 numbers and place the decimal point. Okay, next by 500. So 500 can be written as 1000 by 2 into 2 by 1000. First you have to multiply this. So if you multiply, you will get 2. 2 into 1 is 2, 2 into 3 is 6, 2 into 7 is 14, 2 into 9 is 18, 2 into 6 is 16, 2 into 7 is 14. Divided by 1000, the balance rule. Here, first you have to write 4, then 1 added to 16, it will become 17, drops 7, then 1 added to 18, it will become 19, drop 9, then 1 added to 14, it will become 15, drop 4. Here, 7 and 2 by 1000, 3 zeros. So starting from the right, after 3 numbers you have to place the decimal point. Okay, next technique 4, division by 99 and 98. See, first here the base is 100, so we have to separate the dividend in pairs, 2, 2. So 14, 13, 12. Okay, now what is the complement of 99? 1. So you have to write this. So first write this 12 in the answer. Okay. Then multiply this 12 with the 1. So you will get 12. Then you have to add with the next number in the dividend. So 12 plus 13 is 25. Then again you have to multiply 25. Then next number 25 plus 14 is 39. So always last part will be your remainder part. So 39 is the remainder, 1225 is the quotient. Next by 98. So what is the complement of 98? 2. Since it is nearest to the 100, we are separating the dividend in pairs. Okay. First you have to write the first number 20. Then what we have to do, you have to multiply with the complement. So 2 into 20 you will get 40. Then you have to add with the next number. 40 plus 2 is 42. Right. Then again you have to multiply with the complement. 42 into 2 is 84. Then add. So you will get 86. 86 is your remainder. And 2042 is your quotient. Okay children, in this session you have learned few techniques of division. So which will make the calculation faster and simpler. Okay, what are they? Division by 9, division by 11, division concepts with 5, division of numbers whose divisors are near and smaller to the base. Children, now we go to quiz part. Okay, question 1. Shuddh method is used for a dash list of numbers. Option A adding, B subtracting, C multiplying, D dividing. Then question 2, complement of 784 equal to dash. A 326, B 236, C 216, D 316. Okay, important. To earn a summer camp certificate, take a quiz given in the form given below. Stay home, stay safe, and save the world. Thank you, children.
Hello children, today we are going to see how to draw a house using the word house. Let's see how to draw.
kids. Today's project I'm going to do with denim pants.
Yes.
This is my old pant. So I'm going to use my denim pant to make water bottle pouch. Okay. So just follow me. Here it's a water bottle. You have to measure this like this and take little extra material and cut this part. You have to cut this part, okay, using fabric scissors. I have reversed the fabric. Now you just stitch. You can do back stitch or machine stitch. For scaling for handle, just cut 3 strips and you have to do like a plate as you can keep, or you can take your parents' help and keep. Yeah, after taking these 3 strips, you just have to make how we tie our hair the same way. You can just take your parents' help. This is for handle I am going to use. Here we are going to stitch this one side here and here. Cut the excess fabric. And use your machine, or you can hand tack with your back stitch. It's a heavy fabric, so be careful. After fixing my handle both the side, just turn your bag like this. So here you can paint, or you can fix something floral like this, floral pattern with fabric painting or fabric flowers, or you can use a rectangle bow with your button, or you can write name and tack it. I have taken thick needle. Now if you want to place it like cross, you can place it, or you can place in center and use your needle and thread. See, due to this thick fabric, I am using big needle. Your parents, your mom can help you with this. So here I have finished with my fabric bow. I had one leftover button and I have used black thick thread and thick needle. Okay, and here is your water bottle bag is ready to take it and go. So I want you to try this. So it's very interesting. You can stitch with your machine or please try back stitch. Your mom or your aunt can help you. Thank you. Bye. Happy summer.
Hello everybody, welcome to Sindhi Model School Summer Camp. This is Bharati from the Cookery Club. I am here to teach you all today a very healthy sprout snacks. Before looking into the recipe, I would like to provide you few safety measures. First and foremost, wash your hands because your tiny little hands might contain few germs, so wash your hands at least for 20 seconds. Always ask your parents' permission before entering the kitchen. Do not touch any hot pot. Clean the spills and the mess you make while cooking. The last most important is handling the knife. Ask your parents' help to chop the vegetables or fruits for you. Now let's see what all ingredients we need for making this recipe. 1 cup of mixed sprouts, 1/4 cup of chopped onions, 1/4 cup of chopped tomatoes, 1/4 cup of grated carrots, chopped coriander leaves, 1 teaspoon of chopped green chilies, 1/4 cup of pomegranate, half a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of chaat masala and half a teaspoon of cumin powder. Now the method is very easy. We will be mixing all the ingredients together in a mixing bowl. First, I am adding the mixed sprouts. Then you can add the chopped onions. You can add all the ingredients one by one. Tomato, grated carrots, green chilies and spice powders. Give this a very good and quick mix. Healthy sprout snack is ready to serve. Now we can garnish this with few pomegranates. These crunchy pomegranates add more taste to the recipe, and few chopped coriander leaves. See how beautiful and presentable it is, and we can also add few lime juice on the top. That's it. Now see how am I cleaning the place? You have to place all the bowls inside the vessel and clean the spills slowly like this. You have to clean it slowly. And that's all. You can always reuse the unused spoons. And see, the place is all clean now. We have used the sprouts, which are rich in protein and they are loaded with vitamins. They are also easy to digest and good for the brain development. We have also used pomegranates. Pomegranates are rich in vitamin C and they develop your immunity. Daily intake of pomegranates keep all your cold and cough away. Each and every fruits have their unique vitamins and minerals in that. So make sure daily you eat one fruit, which will make you very strong and healthy. Sprouts are also very good option for breakfast. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day because it jumpstart your metabolism and make you so energetic the whole day. So never ever skip your breakfast. Eat very healthy food for your breakfast and be healthy and be active the whole day. I hope you all really loved the recipe we made today. Do try it out at home with the help of your parents and don't forget to upload the videos. Stay safe, keep smiling and eat healthy. Thank you.
Now it's time for the quiz. The first question is, which vegetable are chips mostly made from? Option A, tomato. Option B, onion. Option C, potato. Option D, brinjal. The second question is, paneer, butter, curd and cheese are made of? The options are option A, milk. Option B, water. Option C, milkmaid. Option D, mayonnaise. Please note, to earn a summer camp certificate, take up the quiz given in the form below. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Namaste children. I welcome you all to another interesting session of summer camp gaming. Today is going to be our last session. At the end of the session, we are going to see the final outcome of the game. So let's get started. What is our first point? To show the hidden sprite. So we have already hidden the sprite. Which sprite? Fish. So let me play the game once again. Clicking on the green flag, the shark keeps moving. But the fish is not there because we have hidden the fish. How to bring back the fish on the stage? Again, click on the same looks block. Under the looks block, here you have an option which is called as show. Can you see children, show? So just drop it over script area, show palette above the repeat block. So just drag down the repeat block, drop the show palette under the green flag and then fix the repeat block under the show. Okay children, see, again the shark is eating the fish. Yes, now I am stopping the game and again when I click on the green flag, we are able to see the fish. Yes. Now understood why we have added hide and show in our script? Good. So let me stop the game here. Coming back to the next point, duplicate the sprite. Here there is only one fish. We are going to add few more fishes in the water. How to add a duplicate fish? Just right click on the fish sprite. In the sprite span you could see this fish here, right? Just right click on that. You will find an option which is called as duplicate. Click on duplicate. How many ever fish you want, we can add. I am going to add about 4 fish. So just right click, duplicate, right click, duplicate. Now you could see that I have added 4 fishes on the stage. So wherever you wanted to place the 4 fish, you can position them accordingly. So this is how I have positioned them. Okay children, now when we click on the green flag, see what happens. All the fish keeps moving. Why? How? Did we program for all the 4 fishes? No. We have added 1 fish first. We have programmed, that is, we have added script to that fish and then we have duplicated the fish. So what happens when you duplicate the sprite? Another sprite will be created with identical script, with the same set of script. You need not script it again. See, I am clicking on all the 4 fishes and all the 4 fishes has same script. Okay children, and that's why when we click on the green flag, the fish keeps moving. Okay, now let's stop here. What is a third point? A third point is add score using variable. So we are going to add the score now. How to add the score? For that, you have here, come back to the blocks. You have a block here called as variables. Just click on that. Under the variable, you have an option here which is called as make a variable. Can you see here make a variable? Just click on that. When you click on make a variable, it will ask you for the new variable name. So what is our score box name is going to be? I am going to name it as E10. Okay. For all sprites. Click on OK. Children, can you see the score box here? So how did we add the score box here? By clicking on the variable blocks. Okay, we have chosen make a variable and then we have named it as E10. Now the score is 0. Okay, now again I am clicking on the green flag. I am going to make the shark eat the fish. Is there any changes in the score? No, the score is 0. So how to change the score? Once and when the shark eats the fish, your score should keep growing, is it? So how to make it? Come back to the variables. Now come back to the variables block. Why do we choose variable blocks, children? What is a variable first of all? A variable is a location in the computer memory which can be changed. So here a variable is our score. What's happening here? As and when the shark eats the fish, the score keeps going. So it keeps changing, and that's where we are going to add a variable. Okay, so clicking on the variable block, here you have an option which is called as change E10 by 1. Okay children, change E10 by 1. What happens when we add this palette to the script? The score keeps going once the shark eats the fish. If the shark eats the first fish, our score will be 1. On eating the second fish, the score will be 2. It goes on. Okay. So to implement that process, we are going to add this palette under the repeat block. See, I am not adding it in between the block. I am adding it below the repeat block and then fixing the hide palette. Okay children, now you see each fish moves with different speed and in the different direction. Okay children, see our score is also going up. This is the final output of the game. Okay children, enjoyed the process. So what did we learn in today's session? We learnt about how to show the hidden sprite. How did we show the hidden sprite? By clicking on the looks block, we have added the show palette under the green flag and above the repeat block. Our next point is duplicate the sprite. How did we duplicate the sprite? By right clicking on the sprite, we have chosen the option called duplicate. Our third option is add score using variable. By clicking on the variables, we have named the variable as E10 and then we have added one more palette under the variable block which is called as change E10 by 1. And our final game is this one, which I have already played it for you. Every time bring the score to 0 and then click on green flag. Okay. So well, that's it children. I hope you all enjoyed creating this game. Do try this at home. Okay.
Now it's time for the quiz children. Our first question is, the space where the coding is done in the scratch is called as option A stage, option B script area, option C sprites pen and option D backdrop pen. I'll read out the question one more time. The space where the coding is done in the scratch is called as option A stage, option B script area, option C sprites pen, option D
backdrop pen. Your next question. The hide and show palette is found under dash block. Option A, events block. Option B, motion block. Option C, variables. And option D, looks block. I'll repeat the question. The hide and show palette is found under dash block. Option A, events. Option B, motion. Option C, variables. And option D, looks block. Children, to earn a summer camp certificate, take up this quiz in the form given below. Okay children, nice meeting you all. Take care all of you. Bye bye.
Hello students, how are you? I hope you all are enjoying summer camp classes. I am Mashmi, music teacher of Sindhi Model Senior Secondary School. Today I am going to teach you a bhajan of Lord Shiva. Just listen it. Om Jai Shiva Omkara, Bhaj Har Shiva Omkara. Om Jai Shiva Omkara, Bhaj Har Shiva Omkara. Brahma Vishnu Sada Shiva, Brahma Vishnu Sada Shiva, Ardhangi Dhara. Om Jai Shiva Omkara, Om Jai Shiva Omkara, Bhaj Har Shiva Omkara. Brahma Vishnu Sada Shiva, Brahma Vishnu Sada Shiva, Ardhangi Dhara. Om Jai Shiva Omkara. I am coming to next answer. Ekanan Chaturanan Panchanan Rajai, Swami Panchanan Raje. Hansasan Garudasan, Hansasan Garudasan, Vrishavahan Saje. Om Jai Shiva Omkara. Ekanan Chaturanan Panchanan Raje, Prabhu Panchanan Raje. Hansasan Garudasan, Hansasan Garudasan, Vrishavahan Saje. Om Jai Shiva Omkara, Om Jai Shiva Omkara, Bhaj Har Shiva Omkara. Brahma Vishnu Sada Shiva, Brahma Vishnu Sada Shiva, Ardhangi Dhara. Om Jai Shiva Omkara. I am going to second stanza. दो भुज चार चतुर्भुज दस भुज अति सोहे, दो भुज चार चतुर्भुज दस भुज अति सोहे। तीनों रूप निरखते, तीनों रूप निरखते, त्रिभुवन मन मोहे। Om Jai Shiva Omkara. Again. दो भुज चार चतुर्भुज दस भुज अति सोहे, तीनों रूप निरखते, तीनों रूप निरखते, त्रिभुवन मन मोहे। ओम जय शिव ओंकारा, ओम जय शिव ओंकारा, भज हर शिव ओंकारा। ब्रह्मा विष्णु सदाशिव ब्रह्मा विष्णु सदाशिव अर्धांगी धारा ओम जय शिव ओंकारा. Third stanza. श्वेतांबर पीतांबर बाघंबर आंगे प्रभु बाघंबर आंगे सनकादिक ब्रह्मादिक सनकादिक ब्रह्मादिक भूतादिक संगे ओम जय शिव ओंकारा. श्वेतांबर पीतांबर बाघंबर आंगे स्वामी बाघंबर आंगे सनकादिक ब्रह्मादिक सनकादिक ब्रह्मादिक भूतादिक संगे ओम जय शिव ओंकारा. ओम जय शिव ओंकारा भज हर शिव ओंकारा. ब्रह्मा विष्णु सदाशिव ब्रह्मा विष्णु सदाशिव अर्धांगी धारा ओम जय शिव ओंकारा. ओम जय शिव ओंकारा भज जर शिव ओंकारा. ब्रह्मा विष्णु सदाशिव ब्रह्मा विष्णु सदाशिव अर्धांगी धारा ओम जय शिव ओंकारा. ओम जय शिव ओंकारा. ओम जय शिव ओंकारा. Hello students, I hope you all sang and enjoyed. This music session may be the last in this series. In these days you have learned variety of bhajans, right? Practice well at home till school reopens. Don't forget to use sanitizer, stay at home and be safe. Bye bye.
असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्यो मा अमृतं गमय. ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. ॐ पूर्णमद पूर्णमिदं पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः.